Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Sanya. Today I've got some basic and simple steps or tips that you can use to make yourself look extremely polished and well groomed. Let's get started with it. So the number one point is your hands, feet and nails. This hands down had to be the number one point on my list, because I personally have this habit of looking at people's hands and feet and slightly judging them. What you have to do with your hands? Of course, wash them, but also don't forget to moisturize them. Because what happens is when you keep on washing your hands, they tend to get dry. So don't forget to moisturize them and keep them soft and supple. For your feet, you need to soak them into lukewarm water with some salt and baking soda into it. Then keep your feet inside the lukewarm water for about 20 to 25 minutes, and with the help of a pumice stone, take off all the dead skin, and there you have soft and clean feet. For your nails, please, this is a humble request that chop off all your nails if you can't maintain longer nails. What I mean by maintaining long nails is that people tend to forget and tend to not pay attention towards cleaning their nails, and there's a lot of gunk collected in the nails, which is not a pleasant sight to look at. So the suggestion is, please chop off your nails if you can't maintain longer nails. Tip number 2 is that chipped nail paint and nails are a big no-no. Point number 2, that is facial hair. Now I'm going to talk about something which most women are skeptical about using, which is this facial razor. Why women are skeptical about using this is because of a myth that if you use facial razor on your face, you are going to have harder and coarser growth of hair like that of a man, which is completely false. When compared to waxing, the razor just chops off the tip of the hair from your surface of the skin, while waxing just pulls out your hair from the very root. And therefore, the hair growth is a little faster because the hair doesn't need to grow back from the root but just from the tip. And the tip can be a little more blunt. I prefer using a razor than waxing because it's more simpler, easier and the fastest way to clear off your upper lips, your peach fuzz and shape your eyebrows. Moreover, I have sensitive skin and it prevents all the reddening that is caused by the waxing. This thing has its own disadvantages, that is, these are disposable razors. After every 8 to 9 uses, you need to discard the razor you are using currently. Point number 3 is using a fragrance. Imagine a situation where you would be talking to someone and wouldn't be able to stand their foul body odor. You would not like to stand there and would not be able to concentrate on what the other person is speaking. So if you want to save yourself from such awkward situation where nobody would like to be in, you should always have a fragrance handy with you. I'm using this little bottle which is from Beverly Hills Polo Club. You can even have your signature scent, which should be subtle always and not very overpowering because you don't want to grab all the attention in the room. Point number 4 is dealing with the bad breath, which can absolutely ruin your first impression on anybody. To avoid these kind of awkward situations, you always have to have mints or spray mint or any kind of chewing gum that you like handy with you. I use this little spray mint bottle which is very easy to use, and you can use this anytime, anywhere you feel the need to. Point number 5 is perfect hair. We all have those bad hair days, but we should know how to convert them into good ones. Your hair game can completely change the way you look. Therefore, we need to ensure that the hair doesn't look dry, damaged and frizzy, for which I use a hair mask that is completely paraben and sulfate free, which gives me the extremely smooth hair and manageable hair as well. Point number 6 is clean footwear. You might be wearing a spectacular outfit, makeup and hair on point, but if you're not wearing clean footwear, you've spoiled your overall look. People buy expensive shoes but forget to clean them up. This makes them look really filthy with a layer of dirt upon it. You should and must clean your footwear with the help of a discarded toothbrush and some soap water, and there you go, you have clean and classy footwear. Last but not the least is always wearing iron clothes. I might sound very obvious, but this is a mistake that we all tend to make sometimes. But just like you can't walk into an interview wearing a crumpled shirt, you can't look polished and well groomed every time without wearing iron clothes. Moreover, I would like to add that when you're making these little efforts on yourself, you start feeling much more confident about yourself. And confidence makes things just perfect.